Hi, everyone. We're going to keep this short and sweet tonight as the market remains an overall uptrend. Once again, what's missing this time around? Same thing that's always missing every time we trend higher volume. While the breakout started nice as we started to break out on lower volume, we thought that we got what we needed with a huge volume move on the 12th, but since then, volume has been declining every day, which increases our chances of a pullback short term, which is why, once again, it should be no surprise that for the second night in a row, we have no high quality long positions, nothing really even close. VEEV was about as close as it got. And even that, as you can see, finished so far off the high day that it's not even of interest. But overall, the Russell 2000 still trending higher. TSV and MACD is in an uptrend as it was up 0.24% today. Volume was lower than the day before. NASDAQ up 0.14%. MACD, TSV still trending higher. Volume lower than the day before. NYSE still trending higher. Volume lower than the day before. And obviously, with that being the case, the S&P 500 volume lower day before, everything is fine, trending higher, but the S&P 500 was slightly down, basically break even, down 0.03%. And the Dow Jones Industrial Average was down 0.10% on lower volume. So overall, a good day. If we look at stochastics, they are getting near the overbought level on all of these indexes. So it would not be surprising to me if we begin to start to consolidate these gains here. So expect some backing and filling on the short term. Intraday, it was a kind of shitty day for stops following what happened yesterday with HPJ getting me out at the exact low a day of 531 in one account and 530 magically. See that low a day number there right there? Somehow I got filled at 530 and it's not printed on here, so whatever. But it's not working, but BOP increased again and volume was lower, so it could easily reverse. Remember, a close above 571 and I will be buying back what was sold off. And now we have another stock that just pulled that shit, CIVI. Big intraday swoon, hit both of my sell stops. It triggered them both. So I got out of both of it, and you can see that it has re-reversed. So once again, if it closes above 919, a 920 stop is what I'm going to have to put on the book since I have no new long position, so I can go ahead and do that again. If it closes back above there, good, then we'll be back long. And then one other intraday sell stop was hit, which is actually an end-of-day sell. It's a 25% sell signal for HVB. This one has already been shitty for me as this got me out of half of it, but it reversed higher. And on this day, I decided, oh, shit, it looks like it wants to go again. So I added back the position, and now I'm like, oh, shit, it's failing. So I'm not sure how much, but I think it was 33% of my position was sold out intraday. At the end of the day, it's also a 25, 33, could be 50% sell for you. It's up to you. But the bottom line, HVB as an end-of-day basis is at least a 25% sell. And then LinkedIn intraday, I knew my stops was too damn tight. I actually had a conversation with somebody on StockTwits that was like, don't you think your stops are really tight? And I was like, yeah, it is tight, but I expected to zoom it higher immediately. Well, damn it, he was right. I was right also. It was too damn tight. And with it closing below 261, my stop triggered. But it got down to 260.06 in reverse, and now it's closing at 266.91. So once again, a few dollars loss overall. But the shitty thing is that I got to put LinkedIn back on immediately. Because if LinkedIn does even move higher in one day here, if it continues to base out and it breaks out and it runs without me, and if I'm not in this one, which is a perfect speculator scan stock and a CanSlim stock, I'm going to really be pissed off at myself. So LinkedIn, I got to put it back on. I got completely bamboozled, and I guess what I should have done is maybe, I don't know. There's no way it should be below 248. I should have maybe used 248. We're going all the way back here. I don't know. Let's see, maybe 240. I don't know, but it seemed like it shouldn't get below 261. It did. It's reversed. So LinkedIn, I have to put back on for sure. So LinkedIn's going back on. And then UEIC has earnings after the bell tomorrow. We got an ad signal here. So with it closing below 65.01, 64.89, that's a 50% to a 75% sell. It's up to you. I think what I'll do is 66% of that ad that I made, I'll sell off. So if I bought 30 shares, I'm going to sell off 20 shares for sure. But if it would have closed below 64.73, we would have gotten out of all of the ad position. But as of now, it's anywhere from 50 to 75%. I'm doing 66% of the ad position. And then we do have one new long tonight. Vuzi was a new speculative long last night, remember. So I didn't want to pay more than $7.10 for it. Well, damn it, it got up to 725 after hours, so I was afraid it was going to run. So instead of setting my limit at 702, which is where I would always do it, which is always 1 cent higher than where it closes, I set it at 710. I did get filled, and it did go up to 718. However, it pulled all the way back, pulled back to 675. So if I would have kept it at 702, I'd be much happier. Nevertheless, I'm still long at 710. But what's the biggest problem you see with this chart? What did it do immediately on the very next day? It lost max green bop, so that's bullshit. So what we're going to do here now is on that position, since it was filled at 710 and not 702, we're going to have half of the cut loss at 664. I would normally put all of it there, but since it lost max green bop today, the low a day of today, 675, becomes the first sell stop. So 675, 664. Normally it would be all at 64. I know it's cutting hairs, but you know it could mean the difference, you know, between, you know, saving 20 bucks and losing 20 bucks. I mean, it's such a small position. I really don't know how much it's going to cost me. Boozy still looks great, but earnings are coming up, I believe, on the 20th. I think nobody really knows. And the stock still looks good, but it doesn't look beautiful, hot, sexy, amazing, whatever you want to call it anymore because it lost that max green bop. And tonight, NTWK, it is an earnings winner. Let's go ahead and pull up the Market Smith chart just so you can see what I'm seeing. This thing recently announced earnings, and obviously it gapped up on it. It wasn't anything amazing, but still it's an earnings winner because of the way it reacted post earnings. And as you can see, insiders have been buying the stock for the past 3 years, and you can see that there were a ton of insider purchases at the end of the year last year, and now it's starting to go higher, so they obviously know what we need to know. But this was a very, very nice stock. You can see earnings are starting to really pick up. There's really no growth in mutual funds, so you know there isn't really anything tempting there. But the price action looks great, and so we can initiate a long position here, having a first sell stop below 5 and then having a final sell stop below 470. It's only going to be a 1% position, but this is a great, you know, earnings winner looking chart. And so it could work. Another long I was thinking about going long was INXN. I thought that this was an earnings winner when I initially looked at it, but it looks like that they're merging with another company. So this one is not a new long position.